Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the week again. It's now time for week 3 of the Thursday Night Wars. Well, folks, it's official. The Hangout cast is now 2-0. I'll give you guys the analytics from my sources. Rating episode 70 has 153 views and 5 likes. And the Hammer Outcast episode 41 has 246 views and a whopping 11 likes and 3 dislikes. Surprisingly, on Facebook, Rating won. Or at least got close to a win, but I think they won. And both shows got better in the second week. And this past week, Brian Martin was not on the show. Why? Because he had a thing called work. And who knows? In my view, I think both shows got better because maybe the so-called champion of YouTube podcasting, where reality is the Hammy Outcast, is the real YouTube podcasting. Brian Martin wasn't on. Maybe that's why both shows got more advantage. Maybe Eric Beeman needs to start his own talk show that is better than the Andrew Hopkins show. Or maybe the Andrew Hopkins show could get a little bit better as time goes on. Well, by the way, for those who haven't seen Phenomenal One's already on his thoughts on the Thursday Night Wars recently, last week, everything he said was true. And I want to say this right here, right now. Mr. Martin, you say you're the real champion of YouTube podcasting. The belt you have right now, it looks like metal to me. Because you choke all the time. And you might have a clean sweep of you. Because we are the real YouTube champion of podcasting. Champion of YouTube podcasting. Whoever the heck, the champion of Thursday Night Wars. We're 2-0. And it looks like the promotion last week of the things they had in store worked out because people were interested. But however, Mr. Martin was not even close of giving out some more information of the show. Yes, he may promote the show on servers, but they didn't really give out information about the show. And you see, if you take a look here, this is how they promote, right? This is how the text, of how they spout and things. If you take a look at my promotions, you see it's the same thing. So it looks like Mr. Martin is copying of my promotions. When in reality, I do that because I started the promotion. Since I became the co-host of Rating Rate. And for some reason, they wanted to copy off me. Bingo. False promotion. And hey, the only time, and yes, I'll give them credit where it's due. They do promote on their Facebook. And yes, maybe I might have, copied them on my Facebook page, but at least I'm doing something inspiration. And heck, maybe they say, oh, we do that, does look like you, maybe because it's inspiration. But that's just copycat. And the only times they give out information as the hook for what is going to happen on that week's episode. The only time they do that is when interviews happen. But they don't have interviews. They don't really give out information to get people interested, do they? You saw how I promoted last week. Take a look here. This is how I promoted it. That's what get people interested. And you see the results. And another thing that I do is that usually the day before, which I'm going to do tomorrow, I give out reminders the day before of the episode is going to be on the next day. Why? So that way people can manage their schedule to tune in. Something Mr. Martin doesn't do, ladies and gentlemen. And you see, to show you more the reason why we are the goal YouTube, the champion of YouTube podcasting, even though we're still 2-0. Here is reasons why behind we are the real champion of YouTube podcasting. For one, Charlie created this war. He has given a whole lot of ideas. We at the Hanging Out Cast team give each other ideas in a group message. And he's been doing that to Tom before I joined into the team. The reason why I joined into the team because I was letting go to a future after I helped the rent and rave. So, and me, as I have, people say I'm Davison Trump. It may not be true, but if you realize people jokingly say that, which FYI, I don't talk about politics. I don't care about politics. I don't give a crud about politics. I just, sometimes look at them, I just say, bleh. Well, but, because most of it's all fake news, but that's my opinion. I like Trump because, just because he was on Deal No Deal, and he hosted a game show, The Apprentice, which was a good show. And it's funny how he became the 45th president of the United States. And I like Biden as well, our current president of the United States. And I hope he does well. I didn't care who won or lost the election last year, to be honest. But if people say, they would say Trump means I have a better advantage because, that name means something big and better. And heck, I will show you right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. I've been on YouTube since June 20th, 2019, before Rant and Rave began. And I have won an award back in 2019 on the game show called Megaspin 2020. Here's proof, ladies and gentlemen. You see that? I have won Person of the Month award. Something I think not Eric Lima, not Brennan Martin, not Michael Barbarier, and not Andrew Hyden has won. And I'm the only one who has won the Person of the Month award, thanks to Mr. Paris himself. And I have that award in part of Megaspin legacy history. And I even have myself a Mookie Betts autographed baseball. He is one of the all-time great players, one of my favorite players of this generation, ladies and gentlemen. I got this baseball back in 2017 and was one of my favorite players of all time. Heck, he may have went to the Dodgers for the rest of his career. I'm kind of happy that he went to the Dodgers because he helped them win a World Series championship. And he helped the greatest pitcher of all time in this generation, Clayton Kershaw won his first World Series championship that everybody was rooting him to get. And the Los Angeles Dodgers had went to the postseason and won the division for 6+ years. And Mookie Betts helped him get that goal on the mountain. And that's why I'm happy that Mr. Betts went to the Dodgers. And heck, maybe at the time I wasn't pleased when he went to the Dodgers. That's because I thought they would lose in the postseason again. But with the help of him, Mookie Betts, he has won a championship for the Dodgers. And I'll always still be a big fan of him. And yes, I will always still be a Red Sox fan, but I will always still root for him. And I was happy that both him and Clayton Kershaw got that championship. You see, Brandon, I have an autograph from Mookie Betts himself, who has gotten one of the biggest contracts in baseball, something you that don't have. And I, even myself, got an autograph from Carlton Fisk back in 2020, before the pandemic. I got an autograph from Carlton Fisk, who hit one of the most legendary home runs in World Series history back in 1975. You see, I have 2 autographs from one of the best players of all time, and I have a Person of the Month award from Mr. Paris himself. Some of those things you don't have, Mr. Martin. I haven't revealed until now. And I haven't even showed evidence. And you try your promotion, just copy it off me, and don't have something super exciting like a debate or a showdown or a game or a special legend interview or something spectacular that people want to tune in. A hook for something exciting about the episode. The main purpose of this competition is to make the next show better and better. Heck, maybe episode 40 and episode 77 were crazy. But the next episode, and mostly the Hammond Outcast, we were better and more balanced out. You see, I have experience and come up with ideas. The reason why I have joined the Hammond Outcast team, because they have seen my talent. And for some reason, you brought back in your hockey just for the fans. And with yours truly, Dave 3000, I have came to the Hammond Outcast team to mostly collaborate with Charlie for his channel and help each other grow. That's why I'm here. And as for the past 2 weeks, I've done so and so, and okay, as for my co-host role. I made some mistakes, but there's a reason why that there is a 3-month trial. And every week we're going to have a conversation privately to see what we can do to get better, because I want to help the Hammond Outcast. And if they're one I somehow that part of the Hammond Outcast, then I'll just do my own thing. But I want to be part of the team for a long time, more than a year, which I wasn't pleased when I was let go for only after 1 year. But hey, this is for entertainment. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this to make people excited. But as week 3 get underway, it is time to see who gets a better advantage. Will the Hammy Outcast go 3-0 and have more elite? Or will Brandon Martin try to redeem himself? Or Eric for Brandon, because Brandon's absent once again, which is a blow for Ranking Rave. On Ranking Rave, they're going to have an interview for this week. But however, that won't make a difference, depending how the episode goes and the character, because the interview from that wrestler a few weeks ago, before the Thirst Members began, those are the type of characters and personalities I like to see on Ranking Rave. If they could do that, I'll be very happy. We'll see what week 3 of the Thursday Night Wars has in store. Stay tuned to see what happens.